What up, beautiful souls? Thank you for dropping in on this little share. This video is a little download that I had and filmed last week, and I wanted to put it as a separate video because it's like 20 minutes long and it's very different to like a regular vlog. It's really me just talking about things that I've been learning recently and just getting into a bit of a flow state where it's just kind of coming out. And if you haven't yet seen my vlogs from London, there's 2 parts to them. Go and check them out. Okay, it is literally, this is a miracle. I didn't get a parking ticket. Oh, I was meant to be out of here at like, it's Saturday now, and I'm about to go and have a meeting near London Bridge, where apparently yesterday there was like a stabbing, and then a police officer shot the dude that stabbed someone. Wild times, hey? I mean, I know this happens a lot everywhere all the time, but it's like another reminder of like the craziness that we are enduring at the moment as a species. And it's like, it's deep. But woke up feeling super grateful. I got a couple of people asking me recently, like, why do you always put your hand on your heart when you're like saying things? And I'm like, well, it kind of automatically goes there. And when I was in Bali this year, I did my level 1 Reiki attunement, and I've been practicing Reiki on myself pretty much every day. And the energy comes through your palms. And I think like when I'm feeling really grateful, it's almost like I'm massaging my heart with energy to like really like, I don't know, it just feels good, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of why I do that, I guess. Also, double denim today, what? Oh yeah. Oh, and here comes the sun. Oh, I'm so grateful to be in London right now. I actually love this city, and I've got some incredible soul family here. Tomorrow is the day that I fly to Cape Town. Wow. And yeah, look at the sun coming through here now. Look, you can't see it, like this thing. I've got one of these little crystal things, and it looks like something you might find in like your auntie's lounge. But when the bright sunlight comes through, it just puts little rainbows everywhere. It's fucking dope. Yeah, I guess like, I just dig playing with light. Anyway, on to the meeting. Let's do this. Feeling super productive at the moment. I don't know about you guys, but I love that roof. Look at that. It opens up and makes me happy every time. I'm like, yeah, show me the sky. I was having this discussion last night with Jose, and when you have purpose, like when you feel like you are living on purpose, I'm full of so much more energy. In my experience, like since everything that's happened recently, and since my newfound enthusiasm for sharing content and connecting with you guys through the internet, but with like a little bit more of a message of like oneness and consciousness, everything seems like things seem to be aligning for me so beautifully. It's almost like when you align yourself with your purpose and you start acting on purpose, the more I do it, the more things come into my life that I need, and the less I think about exactly what it is I need and try and control it, the more beautifully surprised I am by what's delivered to me. And I'm like, actually, this every day now, I'm like, this existence is so sacred and beautiful, and I don't know, I'm just like, every day I'm just more and more grateful for being alive. It feels like the opposite of what I was feeling last year, when I was like in the depths of my depression, anxiety, and having panic attacks every day, anxiety attacks, and like feeling like there was no way out of the situation that I'd created for myself. The reality that I'd brought in did not align with my soul purpose. And I think at this stage, I'm getting pretty broad with my purpose. I'm here to love people. I'm here to spread love and light. And when it's that simple, it's like, okay, well, I can pretty much do anything, as long as it aligns with spreading love and light. I feel like I'm just remembering why I came here. I feel like Neo from the Matrix. Oh my god, that movie resonates so much harder now once you go through like an awakening. You're like, holy shit, it's like a metaphor for us all being little energetic nodes that are just participating in this crazy consumerist system that only serves the people that run it. But yeah, we're playing in the Matrix, guys. Just be aware of it, I guess. There's like, awareness is another thing that I'm like, awareness is everything. Like being aware of your thoughts, being aware of the words you use and the people you spend time with and how they make you feel, aware of your emotions, awareness. And you have more awareness when you are present, and you are present when you're not anxiously like concerned about the future or what's happened to you in the past, knowing that you can't control really either, you know, like especially the past. That shit's happened, like it's done, it doesn't even exist anymore. Like so by concerning yourself and like shaming yourself with things maybe that you're not so super proud of doing, or versions of yourself that you've evolved past that you're like, I'm so glad I'm not that person anymore, I don't behave like that anymore. It's super important for me. I found it really useful to look back and be like, whoa, what a crazy chapter, and bring love to that, like loving awareness. And it's way easier to forgive yourself, because I am my harshest judge. Like I am my own harshest judge. Nobody judges me harsher than me. And because of that, it gets tricky to forgive myself for the mistakes I've made in the past. Especially like financial things where I'm like, I still have to play at this game of getting myself into a financially stable situation despite having learnt that lesson. I'm like paying heavy school fees for these like unconscious decisions I was making, and to bring love and forgiveness to myself about that is like, it's a breath of fresh air, you know, and I can move on and get this next chapter rocking and rolling. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm so excited to share more, post more. I feel like I'm creating a sustainable way of doing this on my phone. Basically, I'm just like filming stuff on my phone because it's insane. And so it doesn't really interrupt. I don't have to like carry extra batteries everywhere with me. And this doesn't mean to say that I'm not going to be doing any cinematic stuff in the future. It's just that right now I'm like, I'm on this whole other wave that I'm like, this is important. As Jason from Sacred Sons would say, this is important. I think this is important. And I know a lot of you guys think that this is important too. And by this, I mean like consciousness, being present, being loving to yourself, the journey of self-love, and healing healing my emotional traumas has become super important to me, because every time I do, I'm shifting this energy within me that I've been carrying in my body physically, and once it's gone, it's gone. Like a lot of these traumas that I've been shifting have been built up over time. They've not been particularly acute traumas. They've been like, for example, suppressing my sadness for years and years and years, and like not really going there. And what that meant was that like I was depressed, and so I would sit in this numbness in the middle, and I would never go down and explore my shadows and explore or let myself be emotional and let myself process these sad moments. But what that meant is I couldn't go up here and experience this ecstatic joy of being present in this existence, this human experience. And it's like, whoa, I feel like, I mean, I'm not a religious person, but I was an atheist, and I am not an atheist anymore. I say I'm spiritual now. I speak and commune with spirits. Any like ideas that come through me are not my ideas. I don't claim them. It's my ego that wants to be like, that was my idea. But when I don't claim anything, everything is sacred and divine. I'm like, whoa, who is this talking right now? I was this staunch atheist, like the argumentative Richard Dawkins man. And I needed that to give me the duality to experience like both ends. And I needed my skepticism because there's a lot of bullshit out there. Like there's a lot, and we have to like navigate through this life making our own mind up about things and not just like following the pack the whole time. But we have to follow something to learn from it. But it's your ability to change your mind when you realize, oh shit, I was wrong about that. That's evolution. That's what we're here to do, learn when you can change your mind about something. So I'm not religious, but I believe in heaven and hell, but I don't believe it's a destination. I believe it's a state of consciousness. So I believe that I've experienced hell in those moments, in those times when I was like, this is all too much for me. I've gone way too far. I've fucked everything up. And I feel like I want to kill myself. That those moments, going down into those depths, was the moment where I was like, there has to be more to life than this. There has to be more to life than this. I've been sold a lie, and I'm consuming, and I've got all the things I thought I wanted, and I'm still so unhappy. Why? What is this fucking place that I find myself in? Like, my soul is just crying out to get in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing here, which is bringing love. Like, that's what we're all here to do. We're all here to learn lessons and love each other. And like Ram Dass says, we're all here just to walk each other home. And so as soon as I started aligning with what I'm supposed to be doing here, then I found myself happier. And the things that make me happy in life come to me easily. Love is coming to me. Love is all around me. Like, and because I'm holding that frequency, it's magnetized towards me. And yeah, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent now, but basically, heaven and hell, I believe, are states of mind and not destinations after we die. I believe we are eternal beings, spirits, souls, co-creating this reality with a higher power, source, spirit, whatever it is that's giving us divine consciousness and awareness of, whoa, we're here. Life, for me, and I've had a fucking relatively exciting life, guys. Like, I've done some fun stuff, but life just got super interesting. Like, what's really cool about like learning to be present, for me, I'm finding, is that when I drop in with my friends and I have like a good chat and a good catch up with my buddies, I'm way better at being present with them in the moment. I'm better at listening to them. I'm better at storytelling. I'm not trying to fix anything. I'm not like, we're just connecting on a soul level. And Jose and I did that. We'd chatted for hours last night, and like, I looked at my watch and it had been 2 hours. It felt like it had been 6. Because our humans are aware of time. Our human being, like our meat suit, the ego, the person that we are. But our souls know that time is just a human creation. This is my theory, right? This is what I've been thinking about a lot. I think about this stuff a lot. I love it. So if you are unaware of the actual time, and you are present with someone and not concerned about the future or the past or time at all, you're not concerned about time, then you can stretch that time out. And so we caught up last night for a few hours, but we squeezed in so much presence with each other. It felt like a few days. Well, not quite a few days, but at least a weekend, like comparatively, compared to before when I was less present and I wouldn't, like, I could spend a whole day with someone and maybe have like 2 or 3 pretty deep conversations maybe, but now it's like, let's drop in deep, let's connect. I want to know your story, what's been happening for you recently, how are you feeling, and yeah, hold space for each other in that way. And then it just builds this whole next level depth of soul connection with your brothers and sisters. And it's like presence, being present with someone is so valuable. It's a commodity, I think, like being able to be present. And yeah, so that's what I'm cultivating. Cultivate that presence, guys, and bring it to the people around you. That's the way to love them. I used to, when someone used to get emotional around me and upset when they're trying to explain something to me, like that was hard thing they're going through, and they used to get upset and start crying, I, as an empath, would just start crying with them. But what that does is, like, it reduces my frequency because I think that's helping. But actually, to hold my own frequency in that moment and breathe and not take on that emotion is far more useful for the other person, because you can maintain that presence of your higher self and not react to their emotions. So the reason I used to react to people's emotions is because I hadn't dealt with my own. So as soon as you start doing this shadow work and like exploring the parts of you that don't serve you, or you don't feel like are bringing you happiness in your life, when you start doing that, when people do it around you, you've done it. I'm already, I can hold space for you. Like, this isn't gonna like throw me off. You can scream, kick, shout, swear at me, and I would just be here, brother, loving you, or sister, whoever, you know? And that's like, you can only really do that when you've gone there yourself, I think. Anyway, this has been a long chat. I think I might just put this up as its own video, really. Let me know in the comments like what you guys think about like what's happening for you in your life in terms of consciousness. Like for me, it was like I needed that motorcycle accident last year to like wake me up and get me back on my path and away from like consuming for my egos, to keep my ego alive and keep it pumped. You know, now my ego is, I don't need it. Like, I mean, we need our ego. That's a complete lie. Take that back. We need our ego, but when I'm driving this beautiful Land Rover, I'm like, when I don't feel worse when I don't have it. That's the difference. Like, yeah, I think that's the key, is that like, if things outside of you, like material things, or even a partner that you're in a relationship with, if you identify with them to the point where if they're taken away, you feel like part of you's been taken away, you're attached to that thing. Like, and I've been there, I've done that, and I'm still trying to work on non-attachment to things and people and outcomes, because it's all my ego wanting to control it. And like, my ego wants everybody to know that I drive this fancy car, but I don't need everybody to know that I drive this fancy car. And the very fact that I don't even own it, I borrow this beautiful vehicle, it's like, yeah. Thanks for listening. I know that's a little bit of a rant, but let me know what you think about these like little downloads. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. And yeah, I'm gonna go have a meeting now, but that will be in the vlog. I don't know if this might go in the vlog, this might not. I just feel like speaking, I feel like sharing. I feel like I'm on a really high frequency of gratitude and love today, and I just want you guys to feel that too, and know that like, if you're not feeling that, if you're feeling like you're going through some tough times at the moment and life is throwing all sorts of challenges at you, those challenges, the universe is sending you those challenges because it's like, let's go. I'm challenging you for growth. I need you to grow right now. And that's how I see challenges, and they're still coming at me. I'm just almost like, I enjoy the challenges now, because I'm like, give me that growth. Like, where's my growth edge right now? My soul growth. My soul's here to learn lessons. I don't know about your souls, but I'm here to learn lessons, and I'm here to find love. And I feel like now that I'm aware of that, I'm like, let's go. I love you guys. Peace. Thank you for watching the crazy download that I had. I hope some of it was medicine to some of you. You could relate, or if any of it was like resonating with you, and you feel like you are either like, what the hell is this guy on about? That's also totally fine. Do not worry about that at all. And if you're thinking, this is resonating with me, like I kind of understand a little bit, or I'm at least curious about what you mean by consciousness, awakening, spirituality, healing journeys, and presence, and all of this kind of new language that I'm bringing to this kind of content. If you feel like that's resonating with you, I just want to reassure you, you are not alone. There are many, many, many of us coming up at the moment and raising our consciousness up and stepping into an evolutionary path of humanity where we basically don't live the majority of our lives in fear. Like, I am spending very little time living my life in fear at the moment. I'm feeling gratitude and love, which is a high frequency emotion. Fear is a low frequency emotion, which brings you down into density. So if you want to be more energy than you are density, feel that gratitude, which is a practice, and it's taken me a while to get the ability and the skill developed of controlling my mind, not letting my thoughts take over, which then brings me into a state of anxiety, which is fear, and live more of my life in a state of gratitude. So yeah, you're not alone. There's many of us doing this. There's plenty of information out there, and I'm not going to be talking like all day, every day about all of these subjects, because like this is just the chapter that I'm in at the moment, but I'm certainly going to bring this kind of theme to the rest of my content, certainly around presence, around creativity and art in the future. And yeah, this is kind of the new version of me, basically. This is Ben 2.0. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I love you all unconditionally, and let me know what you think in the comments, if you think I'm batshit crazy or if it's resonating with you. Either way, I don't mind. I love it all. Give me that feedback. I'll see you guys in the next share.